Hello everyone, welcome back to Cat Birds. Today we're looking for an owl-elusive target. Funny, right? An owl. So this is Walter Bean Trail. Owls have been seen around this area, around this river recently-ish. And so I'm hoping to find a spot where there will be an owl and then trying out some of my new equipment to take photos of it. So let's go. So on eBird, there are photos of an owl that's perched in a tree somewhere near here. I'm gonna try to find the specific tree, and then we're gonna stake that tree out for a little bit, if we can. And you can see I brought, this is a new gimbal head that I got for my tripod. A lot of wildlife photographers use this more in general. And I also got a nice camera capture clip here to use, so I can hold my camera like this, and then it's on Arca Swiss, so I can switch it over to here easily. The only thing is the balance is a bit weird when I put this on here, but I can make it work. So that's kind of, I'm really excited to use this new stuff. My birthday is tomorrow, so my wonderful camera woman got me this as birthday presents. Very nice of her, right? On the map, it says that there has been an eastern owl here. There's an eastern screech owl here. So we're just gonna walk, and if we see a spot where there might be an owl, then we'll stop there and stake it out for a little bit. I'm not super experienced with photographing owls, so I'm not sure if I'll even be able to pick out spots where the owls will be. Yeah, apparently owls are famously will steal nests from other birds and stuff. So if we see another bird's nest that looks like vacant, it could just be an owl's nest. Is that something? There's something up there. It's not good lighting. Also, its face isn't pointed at me, so I don't even... Oh, it's a mourning dove. Okay. Well, it's just a mourning dove up there. Okay, let's just continue on the path. These trees here in this clearing seems like a good spot for an owl, honestly. I feel like this is a good area for owls because in general, like owls like to be in spots where they're above everything so they can look down and see their prey. And a field like this would probably have lots of little rodents and stuff for the owls to try to catch. But yeah, we're listening for owl sounds and we're looking for any brown silhouettes in the trees. They can be very camouflaged. I've seen videos of other people shooting owls before and they're always very, very camouflaged. So we gotta keep our eyes out. I guess the plan is we're gonna walk quite a ways down until it gets too buggy. Once it gets too buggy, we'll turn back and we'll go to the spots that we think are good for owls. So far I think this is a really good spot. These trees look like they'd be perfect for an owl. And also back before is all from where we came from a little bit. So we'll see. The reason I brought the tripod is because for owls, when it gets dark and it's hard to spot them, having longer exposures, so I don't have to struggle with the micro four thirds lens, not being able to deal with low light well, is very important. The tripod is very important for that. Yeah, there's lots of nice trees over this way that would be really good for owls. This way, I mean, even if there was an owl, I wouldn't be able to spot it, right? So it almost doesn't matter. I can't look this way really. So I'm just focusing on what would be good here, especially later on, and then I'll try to get the owl. What does that sound? Oh, I see it. It's really close. Oh, it's really small. Let's see if I can get it. There it is, there it is. He's a very cute little guy. He's hopping around that branch. He's a very nice woodpecker. Very close to the humans, doesn't even mind. Yeah. The way that woodpeckers hop around is very endearing. I'm always very happy to see them hopping up and down the tree. Very cute. It's kind of like a cat. I don't know what it is about it, you know, but the way they move around. Try to get some handheld footage, see if it turns out good. I don't even know where he flew off to. Okay, moving on. This is a nice little woodpecker guy. I wish him nothing but the best. That's the other thing I've heard, is that if you hear other animals, other birds making a ruckus, then it's probably an owl nearby. It works for hawks and other birds of prey too. I think the cicadas and all the bugs are drowning out the sounds of the birds, so that my Merlin app can't hear them. Do you hear that sound?
Yeah, that's what he looks like. The one on the left.
Are you hearing this interesting? Oh. Oh. Huh? What is that? It's a deer. There's 2 deer. There's 2 deer. Do you see them? One there and one there. Are they deer? They have really big ears. There's like 2 small ones as well, huh? Looks like a whole family, like 2 adults and 2 little ones. Man, this is a good find, good spot. Watch out, lots of scooters coming by. Oh, they're running away. Oh, I wish I got that. Oh, they ran away. It's about time. Oh, actually, put this here. So this is, I need to get used to this whole system now, but this is gonna work out much better because I can do this pretty quickly. Urgh, come on out. Not really. Ugh. Okay, there we go. So that one comes out, and then I can go ahead and just plop the camera onto the tripod now, like this. Ugh. Don't look at me, it's embarrassing. Anyway, yeah, Arca Swiss. I'm gonna try to get some quick release plates maybe eventually. Maybe eventually, I don't know when that is. But anyway, now I can have the camera on the tripod here like this. So when I run into any bird, I'm gonna lengthen the tripod and I'll have a good steady base to take the photos with, so that I can do longer exposure shots as it gets darker, because you can tell it's kind of getting a bit darker now. The funny thing is, like with your eyes, things don't look that dark, but then when you look to the camera, you realize the camera is like struggling to keep up. And I think it's because like human eyes are good at adjusting and like getting used to the light, whereas the camera doesn't do that. The camera is just the camera. So, yeah. I see lots of professional photographers on YouTube. They carry their camera around when it's on the tripod, like kind of this over their shoulder. So I'm gonna see how comfy it feels pretty uncomfy right now, but like I'm sure it's okay. And then when they get to a spot, oh, there's a robin on the floor. I can actually practice here. So you get to a spot, and you can just kind of plop it down here like this, and then you're looking for it. like that. And I guess the problem is because this tripod is not super tall, it's a bit harder for me to get it to work the way I want it to. But I will make it work with the probably with the electronic screen more than the viewfinder. We're gonna slowly make our way back, and we're gonna stop and stake out some of those trees we walked past. I think from now it's gonna be pretty much just based on luck whether or not we find the owl. So it looks like it's gonna be sunset soon, and owls are generally active between sunset and dusk, I think is the right terminology. Like between when the sun starts going down and once it's fully down is probably the best time to look for the owls, because it's when there's still enough light and they just start getting active. Like they're up there stretching their wings. Apparently, this is all like kind of secondhand knowledge that I'm giving to you that I heard from some YouTube videos that I was using to research how to find owls. And yeah, the ideal is like right about now and then a bit later, so like 30 minutes from now probably. So that's why we're gonna walk back now and we're gonna find those nice trees that I thought would be good spots for owls, and I'm gonna probably set up around there and just wait for a bit. My grip strength is actually being tested with this setup right now, surprisingly. So we're gonna switch to this one. Oh, I need like I saw a video of Simon d'Entremont. He had like a tripod pad that he used for when he walks like this with his tripod, so that it's not super sore on his shoulder. Of course, he uses much bigger and heavier tripods, but I understand why. Like this thing is light-ish and like pretty small, and it isn't comfortable at all on my shoulder. Like I would love a little piece of padding between it. Or even actually, you know what? I think this one has a little thing here. Maybe I can find a way to strap it to myself with this little hook next time, and then like carry it around my shoulders. Like this, oh, this is the tree here. So this tree I think is a good tree for owls. So it might be a good idea to sit and wait for a bit, but I'm not sure. This is the problem. I've seen other like photographers talk about this too, where like, you know, if you're staying here, you're missing an opportunity over there, but if you go over there, what if something happened over here where you were set up and you just miss it because you went over there? So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to find a good shot. I'm gonna do what I never do. I'm gonna try to compose a shot before it happens. So I'm gonna see what's like the best angle. So probably the best way to do this is to use your hand. Oh, wait. Never mind. I can't tell the difference. Okay, this looks darker and this way looks nice and golden and brown. So I think I need to get on that side of this tree, so that it's like this, if that makes any sense. I think there's no point in trying to get an owl over there if I'm just sitting there and waiting and then the owl shows up and the shot's awful anyway. So I think I'm gonna set up somewhere around here and hopefully not get too eaten alive by bugs. But yeah, this is a good spot I think, because behind us there's this tree. These trees here look pretty good for owls, in my opinion. There's also stuff over there. And then the one that we were looking at from that angle, this one, I think is also a good shot. And this one too. We're gonna stay here, hopefully not get too eaten alive by bugs. Where's that bird? I don't even know what that bird is. He's flying like in an interesting way that I haven't really seen before. So I wonder if it's just like a normal bird that I see often, or if it's something actually interesting. I think what is that? Is that a blue jay? Oh, I missed it for sure. Unless he perches somewhere nice. I think I'll just let that one go. Let me just raise this up as high as it can go so it's at eye level. This is the other thing, is that I was told by Simon d'Entremont that a tripod like this is pretty bad. And I was testing it at home, and he's right. You can't get any stability out of tripod with the middle post like this. I mean, you can see like how much it flexes just like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and set this to timer, and we're gonna look for stuff. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna do this for a bit. And if we hear or see anything interesting, I might go over to that. But for now, this is kind of where I am. I feel like this tree is like so good for an owl. Like there should be an owl in this tree. And even if I spot it, we're kind of far, so it'll be hard to see it well. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going this way, I think. So we're gonna wander this way a little bit more just to see if we can get lucky at all. And if we don't get lucky, well, then we'll come back some other day and look for owls again. But today so far is seemingly not super lucky. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm just like pointing the camera at trees and then scanning up and down them because like I said before, they camouflage really well. And oh, that's a good shot. A little bird on the top of that. Okay, let's see if I can make this work. This is what my practice is for. I wonder what that is actually. I'm gonna record video of this guy because, oh, he just flew off. I wonder what that little thing was. Let me see. I'm gonna assume that it was just a robin, to be honest, but. So when I was out at Walter Bean Trail and recording this video, I thought this bird was just some common robin or something. But upon re-looking at the video again, I'm actually quite excited because it actually turned out to be a merlin, according to eBird anyway. And from what I can tell, it very much is a merlin. It's very small, has stripes on its wings and its tail, and its belly is a brownish reddish color. And the most telling feature for me that it wasn't a robin was the shape of the beak. When I looked back at the footage and I saw the shape of its beak like this, curved, I realized this wasn't just a songbird. It must be some kind of hawk or falcon or something. And yeah, it's a merlin. I've been actually looking for merlins for quite a while, so I'm going to spoil the end of the video. I don't find the owl that I'm looking for, but even so, this is quite a good find for me. So yeah, let me just let my past self take over once again. Unfortunately, no owl today. I'm going to come back here sometime and record another video looking for owls. But we got nice photos of that woodpecker. I think it's a downy woodpecker. Actually, no, I think it's a hairy woodpecker. And we got some deer. And I think the robin on the side of the road. Not super interesting stuff, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And you know, we'll see you next time. Thanks.